stronger as those cars come out of the curve. And there they go, the green flags are on the way, and they're racing. So away goes Andrew. Next man in line. A man who can really dish it out. He comes from Rotherham. Done a lot of travelling and is a good ambassador of stock car racing. Number 21, Mark Gilbag. He knows the track and must be in with a chance. Will Yarrow, number 22. Two forms of motorsport. Ex-world champion of stock cars. Also doing well in Eurocar racing on the big circuits. His name is Peter Forving. He comes from Rotherham and drives car number 33. Here's a man to watch on the Shale. Comes from Chorley. Really is flying this season. Number 180, Ray Witts. A man who might perhaps look a little bit concerned about the racing today, because really he is what one would term a tarmac specialist. He comes from Altrincham in Cheshire, drives car number 464, Jamie Davidson. Fella from Chesterfield, Dave Johnson. Next in line there for his presentation comes the man from Durham. What a way he's come to be with us this afternoon, but he's had an exciting and good season, gets around a lot. Drives very well on tarmac as well. That's Sean Tilley, number 94. Willis in car number 337. Good afternoon, Dave. On right. Another long distance traveller there. Semi-final, 24 cars on the grid, and just 10 of them that will go forward to the big one in September. All the big names and many others, all anxious to get into that main event if they can. In just a moment or two, we should be ready for the off. Race it will be over 22 laps. Are you ready? Then let's get ready to rumble! Looks as if Mr. Higgins' pre-race problem has been solved. Takes his place on the grid as designated. Did appear for a moment or two that he might start at the back of the pack due to a clutch problem. pacing the field along the back straight. The amber lights flashing, waiting to go to green, and the green flag ready to be put out to get this semi-final underway here at Swindon. The atmosphere becoming a little bit tighter, a little bit stronger. And there they go, the green flags are underway, and we're racing. And it's Paul Harrison in car number 2 who goes into that first turn. Problems up on the top turn before they start. Andrew Smith almost getting caught up as he goes around that turn with Paul Harrison on the outside in car number 2. Now they all safely around that first turn. We just have to wait and see. And it's Andrew Smith who goes into the lead in car number 391 from Paul Harrison in car number 2 and Mark Gilbank in car number 21. Bumpers going in on that top turn there. As Harrison in car number 2 goes through with 391, number 21, 33, 180. And Dave Johnson in car number 383. Then comes Ian Higgins in car number 29. But it's Paul Harrison who leads over on that far side in car number 2 from Andrew Smith in car number 391. Making ground is Higgins in car number 29. He goes past Gilbank in car number 21. Down the home straight away. Then it's number 2, Higgins from 391. Andrew Smith, 33. Peter Faulding and Ray Witts in car number 180. Then comes Dave Johnson in car number 383. And Ian Higgins in car number 29. Followed by Mark Gilbank in car number 21. On the outside, Jeff Nichols in 215. Loses a little bit of ground to John Wright in car number 128. Still no change up front. Peter Faulding goes wide on turn 3. Loses a little bit of ground. It's number 2 and 391 from 180. Ray Witts has moved up there. Then comes Ian Higgins in car number 29. And Peter Faulding in car number 33. Dave Johnson goes out wide on that bottom turn and he too loses ground in car number 383. Meanwhile, up front, as the field gets stretched all the way around in this semi-final, it's Paul Harrison in car number 2 from Andrew Smith in 391 and Ray Witts in car number 180. Then comes Ian Higgins in car number 29, followed by Peter Faulding in 33 and Mark Gilbank in car number 21. First, second, third, fourth and fifth as they go streaming down that home stretch. Everyone now throwing caution to the winds as the field stretches out a little bit. And there's an opportunity to make progress. Car number 2 and 391, first and second with Ray Witts there in car number 180. Ray not getting any closer to the car immediately in front of him just at the moment. And Higgins down in that fourth position in car number 29 with Peter Faulding just behind him in car number 33. Then Mark Gilbank in 21 and Dave Johnson in 383. Problems there for Phil Bitton in car number 7. He's high and dry on the inside of turn 4. Hasn't affected the leaders at all. Still Paul Harrison in car number 2 from Andrew Smith in car number 391 and Ray Witts in car number 180. First, second and third still in that order as they come underneath the starters rostrum again. John Walker getting a little nudge there, and that could put him very much out of contention as he's held down that back straight. That could be a bit dodgy as they go into that corner there. Just keeping an eye on that situation, hoping he can get him fired up and moved away from there. Meanwhile, we'll keep an eye on the leaders as they come out of that top turn again. And it's Paul Harrison in car number 2 from 391. Oh, and that was a bit dodgy for Ray Williams in car number 26. Heeled the car right over there, looks as if he might roll as he went around that turn, but it didn't happen. And now, in fact, he's blocking the leader as Paul Harrison moves him aside in car number 2. It's still Harrison in car number 2, coming out of turn 4 and down the home straight away. Underneath the starters roster once again, 2 and 391. And he's halfway next time, Mr. Starter. So at that halfway stage, we've got Ray Witts making now a charge on Andrew Smith in car number 391. Andrew still in that second position, but Paul Harrison the leader in car number 2. Harrison coming out of turn 4 again, no problems for him as he motors it down the home straight. But it looks as if we've got a problem with the 380 car laying a smoke screen all the way around the stadium. Paul Harrison in car number 2, the leader from 391, Andrew Smith, 180, Ray Witts. And then 29, Eakins from 21, 33, 383. 128, John Wright, Jamie Davis in 464. And then Will Yarrow in car number 22. Davidson still in with a chance despite racing on the shale, which is not his most favourite position to be on. In. Oh, and back markers there, giving a problem to the leaders as Paul Harrison there shoves them aside, gets tangled up there, does Harrison, and is Smith going to see the opportunity to come through and maybe give Harrison a little nudge as they go down on that corner. Witts is still there, Harrison's gone wide, and it's Andrew Smith who takes over in car number 391. Witts is still in that third position in car number 180, but Paul Harrison is now chasing Smith in 391 and number 2. In first and second places, somebody goes straight into defence on that top turn there. We're into the second half of this event, and it's Andrew Smith leading in car number 391 from Paul Harrison in car number 2. Ray Witts is third in car number 180. Then a gap until you come to what looks like Mark Gilbank now in car number 21, who surely has moved up into that fourth position for the first 3 cars, well away from the rest of the pack. 33, Peter Faulding's there, Ian Higgins is losing ground in car number 29 as Dave Johnson goes by in 383. It's 391 and number 2 with 5 next time, Mr. Starter, 5 next time. So with 5 to go, will there be any more changes? As Andrew Smith in car number 391 opens up a gap between first and second places, having passed Paul Harrison, who led for 3/4 of the event. As he comes under the rostrum with 5 to go, it's Andrew Smith in 391 for Paul Harrison in car number 2, and Ray Witts in car number 180, first, second and third. Then in 4th place, Mark Gilbank in car number 21 from Peter Faulding in car number 33. Problems on that top turn involving Ian Higgins in car number 29, Will Yarrow in 22. Jamie Davis in 464 and Jamie Davidson there could well have lost a few places. Kaiser still laying that smoke screen across the track and making life difficult for those immediately behind him. But he hasn't certainly made up any problems with the rest of the field. And we've got more trouble there right in front of the leaders, but Andrew Smith has come round that without a problem by the look of it. In car number 391, so is Paul Harrison in car number 2, and there's a whole heap of cars on that top turn. We're just keeping an eye on that situation. But we're in the closing stages and want to keep it going if we can. Gilbank is still there in car number 21, and they've sorted themselves out on the top turn. The 2-lap board goes out, and it's still Andrew Smith in car number 391. He leads, and he's now looking for a pole position in the Big E at Coventry later on in the year, with Paul Harrison in car number 2 in that second place. Bit of a gap until he comes to Ray Witts in car number 180. Then Mark Gilbank in 21, Peter Faulding in 33. That'd be that. Oh, and away goes Davison. Away goes Davison in 464. And there's another one just gone down on that bottom turn. It's still all happening. Stuart Fallows just retired in car number 13. But as they come on ground on that top turn for the last time, the checkered flag goes up and it comes down for Andrew Smith in car number 391 from number 2. And keep him going, Mr. Starter, please, all the way. So they keep going. Mr. Starter clearly indicating that the race is still in progress and will do until the instructions are given to red flags, which hasn't happened yet. Getting the ball down. That will do us, Mr. Starter. Reds, please. Second and third actually to the line, please. 391, 2 and 180. Those 3 drivers, please, gentlemen, to the start finish line for the presentation. 391, number 2 and 180. Second place, coming forward to receive his award, ladies and gentlemen, number 2, Paul Harrison. And the winner of this afternoon's first semi-final, there he is, driving car number 391, Andrew Smith. There they go, ladies and gentlemen, then please let's hear it for 391 Andrew Smith, number 2 Paul Harrison, and 180 Ray Witts. Okay, the green flag goes down. Number 11, number 289, 481. Those are the cars that lead off in this Consolation event. Number 11 coming carefully around 3 and 4, 289, 481. Oh, and there's one stuck right, and that's Fairhurst, I think, car number 218. Not a very auspicious start to his racing. Now he really has to work hard to see if he can get back amongst the finishers to qualify for the final. Fairhurst in 218, the man in trouble. Still leading is the number 11 car of Neil Scriven. 289, 152, 481, 26, 212, 215, 225, 185 and number 7. Car number 152 is the one that looks as if he's gone into the lead now. That's Neil Scriven in car number 152. Number 11. Neil Scriven goes a little bit wide on that bottom turn. 212, Frankie Wayman going quite nicely, with Jeff Nichols in pursuit in 215. John Walker in car number 185 having a go at the rear end. The 481 car, 225. 289, 117, number 70, 218, Derek Fairhurst, and number 7. The man who's slowed down a little bit there is Neil Scriven in car number 11. He's certainly losing ground. Meanwhile, the man breaking right away is Neil Scriven in car number 152. And it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter, please. Halfway next time. So into the second half, next time round we go. The Union flag indicating the halfway stage, which means that any driver who happened to be sidelined could no longer rejoin. So it's 152 and 26 for Ray Williams in that second position. And then the elder statesman moving up into second place in car number 212, Frankie Wayman. Scullen in 152, moving into the second half of this Consolation event. Frankie Wayman in 212. John Walker in 185, looking for a chance to blast past Williams, which he might well get now as Williams goes a little bit wide on that turn. And Fairhurst fighting his way back into the action now, getting to grips with the track, having lost it earlier on, and fighting for a place to go along the back straight. With 5 next time, Mr. Starter, 5 next time. So 5 laps to go next time round. Still Scullen in car number 152. There he goes. 212, 26, 215, 225. Fairhurst got his sights set to see if he can manage to get a little bit closer to John Walker in car number 70. So in the closing stage of this one now, still Scullen in 152, still putting back Marcus behind him. Frankie Wayman in that second position in car number 212, no doubts about that. And driving like a veteran in this one. Getting a little bit closer actually to the leader in the closing stages as well. Driving the Hemstock car this afternoon. Coming up against back markers. All of them flooding into that bottom turn here. And Frankie Wayman probably not going to get close enough now to Scuthern in car number 152, but certainly closed him down considerably in the last couple of laps. There's the checkered, and Scuthern takes it. Oh! Only just. Car number 152 there was lucky to get away with that, as the number 11 car of Neil Scriven went straight across the path of the lead cars. Still waiting for one or two more to come, Mr. Stoddart. And that will do us. Reds, if you would, please. So, the green flag goes out, the green lights come on. Once again, we're underway. Oh, there's a lot of things going on. What on earth is Franklin doing? Car number 219 goes belting across the place all over the joint there. .213 and 113 having a little battle there, all on their own. 575, a roaring past the 165 car, and there's the 591 car, high and dry on the inside of turn 4. Out of harm's way, don't know whether we can get it restarted. Meanwhile, the rest of them are belting around here quite rapidly. 113, Neil Suchby goes by. Chris Sport, 213. 575 and 129, but the leader. Coming through any time now. 391. Stuart Smith in car number 391, and amazingly looks like Rogers is caught up there. Whoops, so there's number 44 taking a quick trip onto the centre, and away goes Touchbury again in car number 113. Chris Fort in 213 goes hammering down the home straight, manages to avoid the car on the inside and keep clear of the one on the outside as well. So it's Stuart Smith in car number 391 coming around the top turn. 216 smoking like crazy as he goes down the home stretch. Hey, and that's 219 again. That's Mr. Franklin. Joe Franklin did all sorts of trouble for the second time in this event in car number 219. He's about to rejoin down there. Oh, yikes! Straight across, and that's it. Yellows, Mr. Starter, please. The car starting, as you saw, in single file in the order that they were when the yellows were brought out. Now, will we get a change or not? Stuart Smith in car number 391 goes bumping. Oh, look at the bumpers going in on that top turn. Somebody's going to go skating into the wires there or create a problem. The man, in fact, who belted it in there was number 575. Halfway next time, Mr. Starter. Whole heap of trouble down there from number 72 by the look of it. He's struggling just a little bit to get around that turn. Now this is quite interesting. 391, 575 having their own little battle now down there. 391 and 575 up back straight into turns 3 and 4 on the pit bend. .391, 575 first and second. 45 and 208 going through, along with 191, 282 and 35. 127 struggling. Doesn't seem to be having much response from the steering wheel, actually, or certainly nothing, or as much as he would like. And it's 5 next time, Mr. Starter, 5 next time. Well, there's 5 laps to go for Stuart Smith in car number 391. From 575 in that second place, quite a few casualties in this event. Littering the centre green now, 148's just gone off. Coming out of that turn, it's still Stuart Smith in 391 from 575. 208 in that third position. And these lads have put on a good effort as far as the racing is concerned on this occasion. Oh, and 208 there having a little niggle at the back bumper of that car as he goes around the pit bend turn, tries to spin him out wide, doesn't quite succeed, but there's always another chance. And it looks as if he's winding it up to get close enough to do just that. 575 going into that bottom turn quite rapidly, with 208 desperately trying Andy Hunter to get into contention. It looks as if he might have done as he takes the inside line round that top bend, around the pit bend turn. Stuart Smith in the leading car number 391 from 208 out to 575, 45 and 191. And there's another problem again, this time 213 and 145 getting themselves all involved there. Into the closing stages. Oh, and bumpers in there, right on that turn. Is that going to make a difference as they come into the home stretch again? And there's another little go down on that bottom turn. Oh, and 208 loses it. 208 loses it himself. And it's Stuart Smith who breaks away from that, having controlled the car nicely after coming under quite a hefty, vicious attack, all quite legitimately. And it's he who crosses the line first in 391. Oh, and look at this lot. Hell's teeth. There are 4 of them then coming across the line in a big heap, one of whom manages to go straight into the fence, which is not surprising because, talk about an out-of-control session, that was certainly it. Superb finish. Thank you, Mr. Starter. One. 33, Peter Faulding, Dave Johnson in 383, Will Yarrow in 22, Ray Witts in 180, Murray Harrison in 97, Paul Harrison in car number 2, 391, Andrew Smith, and a 515. 27 cars on the grid. 117481, 29 all non-starters as a result of damage. 247 Gary Castell amongst the runners there. And so the final of the day, racing over 20 laps, about to get underway with lots of cars out there as they come out of that turn. And already 3 abreast with Scotland right on the inside in car number 152, doing his best to crowd feel a bit out of the way in car number 7, which he does. Both of them go wide there, and Dan does his best to try get through on the inside, but fails to do so. He's having another crack up there, and he slots himself into second place as the front runners go forward in a big way all the way around the circuit. Into that top turn they go. The big Formula 1 stock car slipping and sliding all over the place. It was the number 293 car who was in a bit of trouble, and there's more for Woodall in car number 335. Junior Wayman in 515 also gets himself involved there. We're just waiting for the dust to clear to see what the situation is down there with Rob Cowley in car number 73, right in the middle of that little lot. 247s there, they all get themselves sorted. And we're just keeping an eye on Mr. Cowley. And wave yellows, Mr. Starter, please. Wave yellows. It'll be reds and a complete restart, please, Mr. Starter. Reds and a complete restart. So there we go, the green flag goes down, the green lights are on, and once again we're racing at full bore. Stan Squire in car number 291 leads the field down the home straight into turns 1 and 2 on the car park turn. Ray Williams done his best to slide on the inside in car number 26. On the far side. Waits in trouble down here in car number 225. So was Dan Driscoll in car number 274. And it's Williams who takes over in car number 26. Scullin in car number 152. More trouble on the top turn involving 2 or 3 star men. And more of them bunching up on that turn there. Meanwhile, the pressures are really on up front as Scullin pushes his way through. And goes challenging the lead cars. They come again down the home straight away. 26, 152 and 291. From Derek Fairhurst in car 218, sliding down there, going out wide, and Phil Bicknell doing his best to dive on the inside line. Almost made it, but Fairhurst is quicker on the back straight and maintains his position, going in very quickly into the pit bend turn. Ray Williams still leading in car number 26 from 152 in that second position. And then 291, Dan Squire, and the leader's gone. The leader's being poked out as he exited from turn 2. That's Ray Williams departing. And so now we've got number 152 in the lead coming out of that turn. 152 from number 291 in that second position, with number 128 John Wright moving up into third place from 293 in third. Oh, and trouble for Gilbank in car number 21. Trouble for Gilbank in car number 21 there. He's got front end damage, and that's put him right out of contention. 152 and 291 still first and second from John Wright in car number 128 and number 293. Nick Houghton in that fourth position. Bit of a gap to come to Nichols in 215. Then followed by Dave Johnson in 383, who goes out wide there. So does Ray Witts in 180, and that enabled Mark Woodall to move up a place in car number 335. 391, Andrew Smith has just put number 2 Paul Harrison away, and in fact they've both gone on that turn. Will they both recover? Smith's the first to do so, but he loses a couple of places. One to Junior Wayman in 515, who moves up. Still Scullin in car number 152 from 291 and 128. First, second and third. Nick Houghton fourth in 293. Fifth is number 2 Paul Harrison at 60. Dave Johnson in car number 383. All these cars still moving rapidly around this oval there, but it's still Scullin in car number 152. Squire not giving anything away in car number 291, and in fact maintaining the pace nicely. And John Wright in car number 128 now herring after the first and second placeman. Still plenty of time for him to catch up, which undoubtedly will. And he's halfway next time, Mr. Starder. So with halfway to go, Houghton's still in the placings there, not the top turn. We've got yet another problem for one of our star men, Mark Woodall in 335. That's enabled Witts to go through in car number 180 along with 215. Still 152 and 291. And John Wright undoubtedly getting a little bit closer to the first or second placeman. Houghton in car number 293, using it around that pit bend turn, charging up the back straight into top turn and then round again. 291, 128. And certainly it looks as if Dan Squire is getting ready to have a real go. It's certainly not giving up yet by any means. It's Scullin still there in 152. He's the leader. There's Scullin in 152 from 291. Dan Squire and 128. John Wright first, second and third. Houghton fourth in 293. Then a big gap until you come to Dave Johnson, who's fifth in car number 383, followed by Ray Witts, who's sixth in 180. Then Jeff Nichols and Junior Wayman, and things are going to change there because Junior Wayman has done his best to ike the 215 car out of the way, which in fact he's done. A gentle little nudge. Oh, and Jeff Nichols had a go. Jeff Nichols had a go, but he didn't put Wayman offline. Dave Johnson's lost it in car number 383, and he might well lose it again in a minute because Andrew Smith has forced him out wide, and Andrew goes up a place with 5 next time, Mr. Starder. So with 5 laps to go, the battle is still very much on, with Scullin up front in car number 152. From Dan Squire in car number 291 and John Wright in 128, first, second and third. That's how they are, the first 3 cars well away from the rest of the field. And the first 3 are close, almost as if they're on the train. Over on the far side, we've got Junior Wayman coming up on the inside of Ray Witts in car number 515. But over that far side, it is still Scullin in car number 152 from Squire in car number 291. And then John Wright in car number 128, first, second and third. Leader holding a nice line and not allowing anybody to get close enough. John Wright looking for an inside line as they go into the bottom turn. Squire holding it in there, nicely doing car number 291, but eventually he goes out a little bit wide. John Wright's not quite quick enough to come through up on the inside. Again, up at the back straight towards the pit bend they go. And it's still 1, 2, 3 with no one making any impression. Alex still in that 4th place, some way behind, and then Junior Wayman in 5th place in car number 515, and Andrew Smith in car number 391. Moving on through into the final stages of this event. And those first 3 cars really been going at it, hammer and tongues, as they try and force their way around there. Once again, Squire gets a little bit close to Scuthern, and John Wright waiting for an opportunity if it presents itself to come through. And a little touch of the bumpers down on that corner could well do it. Let's see if he's going to do it there as it goes out wide, and it's Squire who's going through to take the lead in the closing stages of the race. It's Dan Squire in car number 291 who takes the lead. John Wright moves up into 2nd place in car number 128 as he moves past Scuthern, and as the last lap board comes out, it's Dan Squire in car number 291 who roars down the home straight away, with John Wright in pursuit now in car number 128, and as they go into that bottom turn, will he be able to hold on into turns 1 and 2, and up the back straight they go. It's Dan Squire in car number 291 through John Wright in car number 128, and then Scuthern in car number 152, and it looks as if that's the way it's going to end as they come out of that top turn. He's not going to make any kind of mistake, and there he goes crossing the line, the cross there, and bumpers going in on that top turn. There's the man, and it all goes in hard. There we got one over. We've got one over. Reds, Mr. Starter, please. Reds, please. Boy, you can see that one was going right on the way there. So really hard tactics going on, but the man who crossed the line in 1st place there, Dan Squire in car number 291. Mistake, and there he goes crossing the line across there, and bumpers going in on that top turn. There's the man, and it all goes in hard. There we got one over. We've got one over. Reds, Mr. Starter, please. Reds, please. Of this afternoon's grand final. Another 2nd generation driver, Dan Squire in car number 291, who really drove well, seized the opportunity on that bottom turn in fine style, and whilst he crossed the line, all hell was breaking loose on the top turn, as you can see. With bumpers going in hard and long. Confirmed 1, 2, 3 as 291, 128 and 152. First 3. Randy Lewis down there making the presentations, and there it is. It's coming now to the young man from Rugby. There he goes. Dan Squire, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A very popular winner by the sound of it. Well done, Rob. Congratulations. Rob Squire, number 291, the winner of this afternoon's grand final. Final cheer, ladies and gentlemen, from everyone here in the main grandstand. There he is. The Formula One Grand National Championship gets underway, a qualifying round for this all-season championship. We're in the final, regardless of rain starts at the back of the pack. Or rather the front of the pack. But there we go, so will Dan Squire be able to get into any of the results? Well, it'll be interesting to see. But at least he's out there having a go, and that's what it's all about. The lead has come through in car number 289. Alan Bedford in 289, 2 of them in the fence on the pit bend turn. Off goes the 225 car, doing a little pirouette without any help from anyone, right on the centre there. cars on that top turn, hoping that they can get themselves free, keep the track open. And indeed they do. So we're away again. The lead car from 174 and number 8, Mick Harris in car number 8 along that back straight. 212, 174 and number 8. Two fellas in car number 13 doing his best to move a bit. There's another two of them gone on that top turn. That's really taking its toll.
We think it's 174.
Well, the lead cars has disappeared up there. 515, 180 in second place. So it's 515. Ray Witch has just gone as well. So it's Mark Gilbank, I think, who moves up into second place. Junior Wayman in 515, he's there. Halfway next time, Mr. Slaughter. Which then retired in car number 180 from that down there. Frankie Wayman in car number 212 goes by, 225. Bob Gilbank in car number 21. But it looks like Junior Wayman in car number 515 in that first place. Quite a big gap. Gilbank in second position now, I think, in car number 21. And Mark Clayton third in car number 225. Fairhurst in fourth place in 218.13, and it's 5 next time. So with 5 laps to go. Junior Wayman then on his way to another victory by the look of it. Stuart Fellows has just lost it on the pit bend. Junior in the lead in 515. From number 21. And Derek Fairhurst might well have moved up a place there in car number 218. We'll just check that through. So, last few laps of this, the Grand National Championship qualifying event. Junior Wayman in 515, there he is. Big gap. Gilbank in number 21. Fairhurst in 218. Clayton in 225. Last lap board about to go out for Junior Wayman in 515. He eases his way into that bottom bend. Up to the top there. And there's the black and white. Just waiting for 1 or 2 more to come through. And that will do us, Mr. Starter. Ready, if you would, please. And away goes, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that event for the BriSCA Formula One Stock Cars 515, Junior Wayman.
Charging on at the green flag. 128 the leader there. 117. Rob Scriven in second place. 221 Stephen Cooper is third. Andy Smith 391 in fourth place. 464 Jamie Davison is back in fifth, and sixth spot number 2 Paul Harrison. Seventh is Keith Chambers in car number 250. 128 John White certainly got a very good start when we went back to green flag racing, and he's going well, using the bumper to move over the back marking number 52 car of Craig Howard. Craig Howard put the Union Jack flying high on the roof wing. 128 John White then, the race leader, looking good. He's put a back marker in between himself and second place. Here he goes, the lap boards clicking down here at Swapham. 117 Rob Scriven in second place. 391 Andy Smith has now moved on to third. 221 Cooper is fourth. There is the checkered flag. John White, a very convincing win there from John White. 128 117 Scriven in second place. 52 Craig Howard, the back marker there. Andy Smith is third in 391. And Cooper, Stephen Cooper in fourth place. We keep the cars coming through. We keep the cars coming through. Okay, we go red.
He's called tarmac, John. He's called tarmac. What's wrong with the tarmac? It's too slippy, it's like shale. It's too slippery, it's like shale. Well, there's lots of shale down at King's Lynn tonight, so you can win there as well. And you reckon this is slippery, come to King's Lynn and show us how to do it again.
I'm quite happy it's slipping, it suits me. Yeah.
It suits you, right, well. You're complaining, but you're not complaining. I know the winner complained about the way things are going. There we are, John White, our first Formula One winner of the afternoon. I'll get out of the way of the camera before the camera breaks. And John will be coming around on a well-deserved lap of honour. A nice big round 1:28, John Wright. The second semi-final of the year 2000 World Championship, and leading them out, the reigning national points champion. Let's hear it for 5:15, Frankie Wayman! For the 1:08, Rob Speak. 6 times world champion, never lets anybody else drive his car, number 53, John Lund. Last year in the same position as he is in today's race, number 97, Lee Harrison. Next on track, number 247, Gary Castell. And alongside him, the former Silverstock and Hot Rod star, now BriSCA Formula 1 star, 217, Rob Speak. Former V8 stock car driver, 174 is Danny Driscoll. And the 147, Andy Jacklin. The presentation's been made down here. Frankie Wayman collects his. Rob Speak, the next one up. 53, John Lund climbs out of his car. Good luck to all of the drivers. 7, Murray Harrison. Hold on. Did you want to say something to your fans? Go on, you miserable lot, get a cheer! Way! Get in the atmosphere, come on! Right, so... Well, lap scorer's best friend, oh yeah! And I'm up there, mate, I'm coming for you! Especially if you're in 11th place. Right then, Cowley, on track. I've seen you retire at least 3 times in your school racing. What's gone wrong? What's his name? Frank Sinatra. You're enjoying yourself as well. Come on then. 203. The man who retires every other season but still can't stop racing, Dan Clark. Next one on track, number 218, Derek Fairhurst. Borrowed car, the Dave Willis 337 machine. Racing number 284 is Chris Lloyd. Congratulations and good luck to Howard. Next on track, it's the Mega Monster instead of the Little Monster. Number 198, Nigel Wally. Good luck, Nigel. Track number 291, Dan Squire. Good luck to Dan. Right, 489, Gary up.
Very happy to get this one done, and then look forward to the World Final itself. Well, Chris Jones at the moment on the centre there. And, well, Chris, what do you think? What is going to happen when we go green this afternoon? Very shortly, too.
Well, it's very difficult to say. I know that all of the drivers out there have got their own views on just how they're going to negotiate those first few vital bends at pace. Who's going to maybe hang back and watch for other people's mistakes. I have a feeling at least one or two of them are going to go all out on that first bend to destroy at least one or two of the opposition. Just who that might be, well, it's anybody's guess, but none of the front few rows are exactly known for being gentle with the opposition, so we'll just have to wait and see. The mechanics should all be leaving the circuit now. If we can have all mechanics off the circuit, please. We were hoping to have a quick word with Frankie Jr. and Rob Steep, the two men on the front row of the grid, but unfortunately this radio mic is a little bit temperamental. Just about ready yet to bring the cars round. As soon as I get a thumbs up from over there on the far side, then we'll... Right, Madam Starter, drivers, start your engines! The very best of luck at Swanton.
As the cars get underway, he goes to the back of the order. 5-1-5. Frankie Wayman Jr. leads the way. Number 53, John Hunt in second place. Number 218, Rob Speak is third. 217, Rob Perry in fourth place. And there goes Murray Harrison using the bumper lane car, number 97. The reigning world champion doesn't want to be too far back on the big Coventry grid. 247, Gary Castell back there in fifth place at the moment. But looking menacing there with that big front bumper. 515, Junior Mate Wayman the leader. 53, John Lund in second place. And 218, Rob Speak in third place. 247, Gary Castell uses the bumper on the world champion. Murray Harrison is moved aside. And Castell moves through into fourth place. Junior Wayman then, number 515 is the race leader. Here he comes. 53, the 6 times world champion. field. 5-1-5, Junior Wayman, the race leader. 53, John London in second place. Halfway, next time round. Third place, 3-1-8, Rob Speak. 2-4-7, Gary Castell in fourth place. 2-1-7, Rob Perry in fifth place. And now Danny Clark moves up to sixth spot in car number 203. Murray Harrison back in seventh spot, but that will be enough to qualify him, of course. Chris Lloyd in eighth spot in 284. Ninth is 73, Rob Cowley. And in 10th place, 155, Stuart Finnegan. Those are the qualifiers at the moment. 5-1-5, Frankie Wayman Jr. leads away. John Lunt not very far behind him. The back marking Mick Harris, number 8 car, in between first and second place. John Lunt now passes Mick Harris on the inside. 3-1-8, Rob Speak seems to be quite content with his third place at the moment. Number 247, Gary Castell in fourth place. 2-1-7, they hold on to fifth. And 2-0-3, Danny Clark is sixth. 5 laps to go next time round. 5-1-5, Junior Wayman heads down to the boards. And is it going to be front row Frankie? It could well be. 5-1-5, Frankie Wayman Jr. in control. John Lunt, 53 in second place. 2-1-8, Rob Speak still there in the third. Gary Castell going well a little further back in fourth place. Car number 247. Fifth place is still Rob Perry in 2-1-7, the former Superstock racer. 2-3, Danny Clark holds on to sixth spot. And it may well be that John Kaiser's crept in there in 495. Not ever so sure about that one. We'll have to wait for the official confirmation. 97, Martin, 284, Chris Lloyd, and 74, Rob Cowley. It does look that John Kaiser is a back marker in actual fact, so it means that Stuart Finnegan is still in the 10th place in car 55. 55, it's well, the down the road bend on the last lap, and he wins today as well. Champion final at the Swafford Raceway. In the second place, John Lunt. 4-3, 4-7, Gary Castell. 2-1-7, Rob Perry fifth. 7, Clark. 97, Harrison is seventh. 284, Chris Lloyd eighth. 9th, 70, and the last car, all unofficially, is 155, Stuart Finnegan. Okay, we go red, and it looks as though Gary Lenton is the man that's just missed out there. Everybody and their dog was going to wipe you out. I actually asked before the race as to who was supporting Frankie and who was supporting you, and who wanted to see Frankie in the fence hard on the first bend, and who wanted to see you in the fence hard on the first bend. Would you believe we got more support for both of you landing up in the fence than we did for you completing the race?
That's right, that's what people see us crashing, but it just didn't happen on the day, did it? We got a gap and nobody could close it in, but if it would have been a bit closer, we would have had it go, wouldn't we?
Right, so if anybody had got in your way and had been in an important place, then using that bit of steel on the front.
Yeah, if I'd have been a bit closer, I'd have had a go. You never settle for the position you've got, but on the day we just couldn't make any ground, so this is where we are. It'll do.
And third place in the semi, third row on the grid. Do you think that is good enough
Do you think fourth row on the grid? Yeah, because you've got, yeah. Yes, you've got one of the Continentals in between you and the front two. So do you think that is close enough to put 318 together?
Murray Allison worked on the front row last year, was it?
Very true, very true. And we'll move over to 515. Frankie, you must be very glad that the old saying, like father, like son, did not come true today.
Yeah, I didn't fancy tipping over in that one. Just wanted a nice easy race to the end, so tried to finish in the top three, which we've done now, so we'll just look forward to the big one in September.
And I think the toss of the coin is going to be done here today, from what I was told earlier. So how important is it to get the inside, or do you feel that from the outside maybe you've got an advantage because you can be going that bit faster off the final turn before the green goes out?
I don't know, I mean, I don't think it makes a lot of difference, to be honest. You know, them first few laps are that wet anyway, you can't really get a good hit on anybody. I'm not really bothered which side. If the water, it's, sometimes you can get a real good run right outside, or sometimes it's dry right on. You just can't tell.
So it's as broad as it's long, basically. Right then. Have we got John Lund with us yet? No. John's still setting his car up. So I'm not quite certain what's happened. We'll have another quick chat with Rob. Rob, Formula 2 world champion. Do you think you can, you obviously would like to hold both gold roofs at once. What do you think of the chances of somebody coming from the back in a Formula 2 world championship and actually taking gold from the very back?
I think it would be better if I was going to start it this year, but seeing as I'm not, it won't be a problem.
There really is no chance of you being out there, isn't there?
Not at all.
Not at all. Oh well. There's been lots of rumours.
That's all they are.
That's all they are, I see. Well, I've no doubt they shall continue yeah, you'll be there with the Formula 1. You might you'll go anything you can race your Formula 1. I have a feeling there might be one or two who'd object to that. Andy. Andy. You have just said you won the toss and got the choice last year. You won the first semi-final this year. What are your views on inside and outside when it comes to the World Championship?
I think inside's slight advantage to outside because it's usually a harder line, isn't it? On the outside it might be a bit loose and a bit wet, but at Coventry it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think, because you've got the wall you can bounce off, so it's not like if I was racing here I'd much prefer the inside because the fence sort of grabs you, but Coventry I don't think it's that vital really.
And obviously going back 12 months, that amazing last few laps when the bumpers really did fly, and all of a sudden you and Junior and John all of a sudden found yourselves in a bit of the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you think it can happen again this year?
I don't know, I can't remember last year, I suffered from long-term memory loss.
Ah, very convenient, very convenient. Championships, 1-2. Yes, I am still coming out. Man who's won more world championships than anybody who's racing at the moment. Do you think you can do it from the second row of the grid?
I think it's possible. It's a good place to be. I can keep an eye on these young lads and see how it goes, really.
Obviously, last year you were a long way ahead. You hit problems. You came back in a sensational style, and you then went out in an even more sensational style. Do you think the same sort of thing could happen this year?
I don't know. I thought I made a right bugger of it, really. If I'd have just backed off, I think I would have won, but no, I had to go in and try and put it both away and pass it. It didn't work.
Oh well, we wish you all the best, because we wish all the drivers all the best. Right then, I think it's time to present those trophies. Are we going to do the coin toss for the coin first? Right, who's calling? He won first one. Right, Andy, what are you going to call?
I'll wait till coins in here.
Go on then.
Tails.
Except tails and... Tails it is.
Inside.
Inside. Right. So. Yeah. Right, okay then. We'll do the presentations right now. In third place, number 318, Rob Speak. And interestingly enough, it still says 218 on his overall, so maybe he's going to race the Formula 2 one day, or maybe he's just going to get Derek Fairhurst to change his number. One day, I see, right. In second position that time around, number 53, John. Taking the win and going on the outside front row in the World Final, number 515, Frankie Raymond Jr. We've got to ask the question of all of you on the safe side of the terraces, who wants Frankie to win the world?
Who wants Andy Smith to win the world?
To win the world. Who wants a New Zealander to win the world? Now, I thought I'd get that response. Right then, who wants John Land? Rob Speak. Oh dear, Rob. So, about to come round on the lap of honour. Congratulations to the first three in the second World Semi-Final. BriSCA Formula 1 stock car set off on the Consolation race. 19 cars on the raceway. Number 24 is the early leader in this one as they go up into the Down on Road bend. Mark Gray from Northants. Black Cross 262. Clinton Doyle in number 262 then, in second place, and Danny Driscoll not having a very good day here. And we got a big smash over there by the pit gate. Oh, and it's the 42 car in trouble there. Gray's gone in. We're going red. The race is stopped. Restart to this one, as you can see, a smash over there and by the pit gates involving the number 42 car, Robert Stanleyforth from Sheffield, and also the 24 car of Mark Gray involved.
43, Martin Bamford is the race leader. On the complete restart of the Consolation race. Number 320, David White, is in second place. 262, Clinton Dole in third place. Number 253, the Dutchman there, is next in line. That's Klaas Wink. Still, the number 43 car, Martin Bamford, leads the Consolation race ahead of 262, Clinton Dole. 253, the Dutchman, going well. Number 52, Craig Howard in fourth place. 327 is dropping down the order a little bit there. Howard Davies is 33. Peter Fording comes charging through. Peter Fording up into fourth place. And Martin Bamford driving a good one here. He leads the Consolation race ahead of 262, Clinton Dole. 43, Martin Bamford goes into the pit then. 262, Clinton Dole appears to be gaining slightly on the race leader. Number 33, Peter Fording, moves up into third place. Number 21, Mark Gilbank is there also. Gilbank with those superstar flashing lights, flashing away on the wing, goes inside Peter Fording. He really does seem to have some speed. Halfway in, next time round. Okay, well, 262, Clinton Dole has now taken up the lead spot and is racing away from Martin Bamford. 21, Mark Gilbank in third place. Number 33, Peter Fording is fourth, and 253, Klaas Wink in fifth place. 327, Howard Davies trying to get back on the pace in sixth spot. 212, Frankie Wayman also going well further back. 5 laps to go, next time round. The boards come out for the race leader, Clinton Dole. 262, he goes through. 21, Mark Gilbank in second place, charges on past Martin Bamford. A light touch on the back bumper of the Bamford car. Number 33, Peter Fording, follows him through. So now it's 262, 21 and 33, the top three. 3 to go. Clinton Dole into the pit end. Here at Swaffham, he leads the race by nearly a quarter of a lap, not quite that much. 21, Mark Gilbank charges on in second place, and Peter Fording in the 33 car in third place. The Flying Dutchman, Klaas Wink, number 2, Brian Bree is fourth, and Martin Bamford now fifth in number 43. Frankie Wayman Senior, 212 in seventh place. Howard Davies, 327, is eighth. Checkered flag being readied for 262, Clinton Dole wins the Consolation race ahead of Mark Gilbank in car number 21. Number 33, Peter Fording crosses the finish line for third place ahead of the Dutchman, 253, Klaas Wink. Mal Brown in 34 and 212, Frankie Wayman Senior across the line for fifth and sixth spot. We go red.
Photographs. And got a bit pear-shaped in the heat, didn't it? But that time it went okay. Oh well, Consolation semi-time. Oh dear, you don't want to say that. It goes to Belgium for a Grand Prix now. Right.
Go real racing, stock cars in this country. Right then, come on, nice big round of applause. Swington goal, number 262, winner of the Formula One Consolation.
They go round the down the road turn for the first time. 283, Blue Thunder. 43, second place, Martin Bamford. All problems there for the Dutchman. Last wing goes heading off towards the fence, but he clicks the car all back together again. And back on track he is in fifth place. Derek Ross, 283 the leader. 43, Martin Bamford second. 262, Clinton Dole in third place. Number 117, Rob Scriven in fourth place and Klaus Wink in fifth. 2, 5, 3. 283 then, Derek Ross the leader. Clinton Dole uses the bumper to get past Martin Bamford. Meanwhile, Rob Scriven in 117 spins up onto the curb on the pit bend. 247, Gary Castell retires to the infield, as does Russell Cooper in car number 415. And all this means that we have a new race leader. Clinton Dole leads the way in number 262. 283, Derek was in second place. Number 43, Martin Bamford is third. And now Martin Bamford has got problems and retires to the infield. 262, 283, and 203, Danny Clark, with his sponsorship there from the Viking Tyres, charges into third place. Danny Clark really going well. 283 was the race leader. 203, Danny Clark. As they come charging down back to the starter once again, it's 284, Chris Lloyd that's found the front. And that was a very, very fast drive through the field indeed. Chris Lloyd had to check to make sure he was there. Chris Lloyd, 284, leads the way. Halfway next time round, that's halfway next time round. 284, Chris Lloyd speeds on. Very much a tarmac specialist. Leads the final here at Swaffham. 203, Danny Clark in second place. 515, Junior Wayman is third. 128, John White in fourth place. And now John Lund, a light touch on the back bumper of the 128 car. And that's enough to see John Lund come home on the inside for fourth place. 284, Chris Lloyd charges on in the lead spots. 203, Danny Clark in second. Clinton Doyle wins his second race here of the afternoon. 203, Danny Clark second. And 515, Blinky Wayman Jr. in third place. Out on the raceway. The race is concluded. Today's Formula One stock car final.
Frankie Jr. takes a race and, well, he looked to be closing. Well done, Frank. Third place trophy to Frank, who's backing away at very high speed away from the microphone. In second place, Dan Clark. Well done. And right, so congratulations to Dan Clinton Doyle wins heat, consolation and final double. Well done. Out to come round on a lap of honour. Frankie Jr., Dan Clark and Clinton Doyle take the first three places in this afternoon's grand final.
Centre of the raceway. The race leader comes down the straight. It's Derek Ross in 283. Blue Honda leads the way. Craig Howard. Very patriotic is Craig Howard with the Union Jack flying high above the wing there in second place. And Danny Driscoll in 174 in third place. Danny looks up the inside. Driscoll goes alongside the Craig Howard car. Number 34, Mel Brown, on the inside of the 52 machine. And Mel Brown looking to come through on the inside there, he does. Down into the footbed then, Derek Ross is still our race leader, number 283. Danny Driscoll going well here in the Grand National, up into second place. Car number 174. 34, Mel Brown in third place. 52, Craig Howard in fourth. 203 in fourth place at the moment, Danny Clark there. And 284, Chris Lloyd is fifth. 217, Rob Perry in sixth spot. Rob Perry dives down the inside. And Perry's making up good ground here. He goes inside half as well. So as they come down the straight, it's Derek Ross still leading the way, the white grey driver. 283, 174, Danny Driscoll looking good in second place. Number 34 in third place, Mel Brown, 203, Danny Clark is fourth. Halfway, next time round. 174, Danny Driscoll takes the lead in the Grand National. The halfway flag comes out. 174, Danny Driscoll, 203, Dan Clark. Now up into second place. And look at this, 247, Gary Castell on a charge. Up into third place for Gary. 174. Danny finally gets the car going just how he wants to this afternoon. Danny Driscoll, 174. 5 laps to go, next time round. He nudges Castell. And Castell drives up the inside of Driscoll. Gary Castell, he's going to take the lead. Danny Clark follows him through. Number 515, Junior Wayman in third place. Junior Wayman comes charging through. Sorry, 247. Castell, Wayman uses the bumper to just nudge over Clark and moves up into second place. Junior Wayman second, 515. 3 laps to go. 247, Gary Castell looking very much in control. And, well, bad luck for Danny Driscoll. Driscoll is not turning out to be his day at all as he goes back down the order. Danny Driscoll must have some problems there. Back down the straight they come. 2, 4, 7. Gary Castell takes the last lap forward. 515. Junior Wayman in second place. There's a battle for first spot. Number 2, Paul Harrison makes contact. Danny Clark hangs on. The bumper goes in. Danny Clark is nudged wide. Harrison comes through. There's speed. And it is Paul Harrison who crosses the line for third place. Ahead of 318 Rob Speak. And 284 Chris Lloyd. Okay, it's a red flag, please. Takes the trophy. He wins the Grand National race here today. Well done, Gary. Send him round on the lap of honour. If some of you are already heading for the car park, give Gary a nice round of applause on your way out. We still have a mini-stop race here at Swampham. Gary Castell, ladies and gentlemen, number 247, winner of our Grand National race here tonight.
back in car number 21. Bumpers going in on that top turn there. That's Harrison. Car number 2 goes through with 391. Number 21, 33, 180. 91. Henry Wicks in car number 180. First, second, and third still in that order. He's not as lost again. John Walker getting a little nudge there, and that could put him very much out of contention. He's held down that one straight. That could be a bit close to go there for there. Just keeping an eye on that situation, hoping he can get him fired up and move away from there. Here while they keep an eye on the lead as they come out of that top turn again. And it's Paul Harrison in car number 2, 391. Oh, and that was a bit dodgy for Ray Williams in car number 20. Still in progress. And will do until the instructions are given to red flags, which hasn't happened yet. Ooh, straight across. 144, beautifully across there. Number 13 at 606 managed to avoid him along with 120. Number 11, number 289, 481. Those are the cars that lead on in this Consolation business. Oh, and this one.
3, John Moe takes the lead. Number 48, second as they go down the back. Oh, into the fence goes 389 and over. We're going red once again. We look at this battle. 55, the leader. Oh, look at the battle for second as they go down the back. Oh, into the fence goes 389 and over. We're going red once again. And we got a big smash over there by the pit gate. Oh, and it's the 42 car in trouble there. Gray's gone in. Order here in his second 1300 saloon stock car race. 316 is the race leader. Here he goes.